Dr. Claiborne had created a group chat for us in order so that we could just, talk to each other about our pregnancy and support each other. And then when the pandemic occurred, it actually became such a great medium for us to actually discuss how we felt, and when we felt stressed out and what we were going to do. And it just helped us to bounce ideas off of each other and provide support for each other for every time we had to go to work.
So at what point, Dr. Claiborne, did you all realize that, you had this new commonality? And at what point did you kind of wrap your arms around each other and say, okay, we're in this together?
Yeah, absolutely. We initially were so excited that we were all pregnant at the same time and all having girls, and it was all our second child. So we had all these commonalities that were really exciting. And I think, in early February when the pandemic first hit, that excitement shifted a little bit to being nervous and afraid. And we were entering uncharted territory as most of the country and the world was. And I think I feel so fortunate that I had both of them to kind of lean on. I've talked to several other pregnant colleagues and all the mothers out there who might be pregnant or, at risk. And you feel alone and isolated. You have this elevated risk. You don't really know what to do. So I was so happy that I had two other females that I could bounce ideas off of. And we decided that we were going to go ahead and stay and keep working because we had support from our administration to have less risky shifts where our colleagues would step up and do more procedures for us, like intubations that can put us at higher risk. And we went as long as we could, and I just feel really lucky to have the environment that I work in, that I enjoy so much, and that I was able to contribute as serving on the front lines as long as I did.
Oh, that's so wonderful. I mean, to be commended, all of you. And so, Dr. Callahan, what kind of precautions, or maybe even extra precautions, did you all take to make sure you were protecting yourselves? Because, you already have to, head into the front lines here, with a heightened sense of, self-preservation, but now you're pregnant and that much more vulnerable. How did you protect yourself?
It's definitely difficult to wear, the N95 masks or the respirators, but you have to really just be diligent about making sure that you're putting on your protective equipment and taking it off. That's really the higher risk time, is when you're actually taking it off. So we all, worked really hard to make sure that we had the supplies that we need in our administration. Like Liz said, they were great with making sure that we had all the supplies that we need. And also when you get home, it can be a little hard because we all have sort of toddler age children and they want to run up to you and get up right away. So I would have to just be like, no, don't touch mommy. Mommy's very dirty. And sort of just clean everything off of myself, run and take a shower as soon as I got home, and just be really diligent about it. And thankfully so far I haven't gotten sick, so knock on wood, it's been working.
Fantastic. Dr. Nguyen, how about your family? How have they been feeling about your decisions of continuing to work and, really kind of sticking it out here?
They've been actually extremely supportive. And I mean, in the beginning, we did have some discussions about, what we're going to do about this, because my mom is 70 years old and she lives with me, so she is under the higher risk group. And essentially, we discussed all the things I would have to do. I change at work, I come home, and it's hard. But at the same time, when you have, a working husband as well as a 1-year-old, and you need childcare, and then in the emergency department, our hours are just all over the place, 24 hours a day. I really rely on my mom a lot. So, I mean, I'm very lucky to have a very supportive family that still, urged me to do what I enjoy and let me go to work during this time.
Wow. So Dr. Claiborne, I mean, all these commonalities, I mean, you all are sisters forever, for sure. So was there ever a moment where you all talked about, should you even do this? Did you all collectively have a conversation about, did you want to take a break from the job early, or, how long you wanted to kind of be on the front lines while pregnant?
Yes, we communicated frequently, and we kept taking it a day at a time, because in the beginning, I don't think we were as nervous as when things progressed and as the number of COVID positive patients picked up and the acuity of patients picked up. That's when I think we had to have some more serious conversations amongst ourselves about what was going to be the threshold that we needed to stop. And as Michelle mentioned, as we got further along in the pregnancy, it's just really difficult to continue wearing the PPE. You get very fatigued and short of breath. You can't drink water, use the bathroom as you might need to when you're pregnant. And in addition, the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists came out with a recommendation that pregnant women should stop clinical work around 36 weeks. So that gave us, I think, a deadline that we felt comfortable with our preterm history. We didn't want to push it. We don't want to become strains, on the healthcare environment instead of providing an actual service. And all of us are, excited to bring our baby girls in the world, and we want to do that as healthy as we can. So I think Michelle and I felt relieved when we had that actual date set. And it's been hard actually transitioning home. You do have a sense of guilt of leaving your colleagues, on the front lines while you're home. But, on Mother's Day, I really have to just commend all mothers because, as you know, it is one of the most challenging, although rewarding jobs that we have. And since coming home and running around after my 18-month-old, I certainly feel like I still have a job.
Absolutely. Well, and it's the toughest job in my book. Well, you all are amazing, all near full term in your pregnancies, all with toddlers at home, and then all pregnant with girls and working the ER together. I mean, you're simply amazing. Doctors Elizabeth Claiborne, Michelle Callahan, to Carol Wynn. All the best to all of you, and what a great happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you for that. We appreciate it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, Corinne.